Hey guys, ColdBrew here. Welcome back to another Diablo Immortal video. Today we're going to be talking about gambling and how gambling exists in Diablo Immortal. So guys, if you clicked on this video thinking, okay, what is gambling in Diablo Immortal? Is it actual gambling? Well guys, no, this is not actual gambling with any of the things that you have within the game. The gambling part of the game is actually a good thing. It actually helps you improve your characters, your classes, power significantly once you reach level 35. Once you reach level 35, the gambling of rarities and antiquities opens up at level 35. We have the Rakiz Plaza in Westmarch. There's going to be an NPC called Yakin, where you're going to be able to actually use the gold that you earn to randomly click on gear and then have it randomly be decided for you on what kind of gear and quality you will receive. Of course, that quality will increase as your levels increase, and the power of course of those gear pieces will increase as well. Gambling for these pieces of gear is actually a very good way to significantly boost your class's power at that specific point where you do have access to that gold and are able to proceed with gambling on specific parts where you still haven't picked them up. As an example, I would say that the rings or any of the jewelry that you have on your class or you don't have is a good way to start in order to just get access to that first single piece that will significantly increase your ORDR, so your offense and defense rating. But here we can see the actual prices of the gambling as were shown to everyone who had access to the beta. You can actually gamble for mystery weapons, mystery primary armors, secondary armors, and jewelry. As I said, the jewelry is usually the best place to start, as those will be the places where you don't have any gear at all. And the way that you go ahead with gambling and upgrading your gear is you first go for the gear that you don't have. So let's say you're missing an armor piece or a jewelry, you go for those pieces just to fill that empty slot. And then the way that you upgrade is you upgrade with a first in, first out kind of situation, where let's say you had a weapon since level 20 and now you're level 35. Let's say that happened. Then of course, gambling for a weapon over something that you got at level 30 is going to be a bigger increase, a bigger boost to your class's stats as overall, compared to going for the items that you just recently got like a level ago and don't really see a benefit from just gambling. And as you can see, the price right here is about 15,000 as it is shown in this picture that is available through us from the Maxroll website. This cost actually goes up with the more times you gamble. The first 10 times that you gamble for these items, the cost will remain the same, but after that the cost goes up exponentially up to the maximum of 25 times that you can gamble for a specific either weapon, armor, secondary armor, or jewelry. You can do the 10 times, which is going to be on the normal cost every single day for each type. And then after that, the cost will increase and you'll notice the increase. I think the increase is also stated right here with, let me just show you the pricing going to 150, 200%, 300, 400, 500, and even 600% for that 25th piece. And of course, at the very start of the game, gold will be very difficult to get. So I highly recommend to use your gold wisely when you're gambling so that you don't waste any of your gold. And then at later parts where farming for gold becomes easier and easier, you'll be able to gamble more and more for items and getting those upgrades that you're looking for. A good way to prioritize gear, not just jewelry that you get when you are gambling, is you want to be having a good combination of offense and defense rating received from that piece of gear that you get. The number of sockets, of course, that is available on that specific item, and of course the sockets. The ideal priority is red, blue, and then we go finally for the yellow. You're also looking for powerful extra magic affixes. Some of them can be a great boost like critical strike chance, movement speed, extra damage, and beneficial effect duration. But I do believe these are just for jewelry. And then you want to have preferential attribute distribution based on the class that you have already picked. So as you can understand, the gambling is a really important part of Diablo Immortal, and it also existed in Diablo 3. If you ever played Diablo 3, you had Kadala, where you would go in there and try to gamble your way through getting specific legendaries or just gambling and getting some upgrades for your gear as overall. So if you were a player watching this video, you played Diablo 3, then you are familiar with gambling in terms of just randomness in items that you receive. Of course, gold is used in this situation where gold is farmed throughout your journey as you complete campaign and of course as you complete rifts in Diablo Immortal. So some good tips as to close off this is, of course, during the campaign, fill up empty equipment slots or acquire rare items for all of them. When you hit max level, prioritize jewelry and secondary armor to get a quick boost. And once you start farming those higher difficulties and you're getting set items, then you should be focusing with gambling on weapons and primary armor for better legendaries and crafting materials. You should gamble responsibly, as it says here, because the gold is not as easy to get, and you can't really force an item to be received. It's just random, and always save a little bit of gold for other uses. Guys, this was the video. As we get closer and closer to Diablo Immortal, I just can't wait. We have our own big community, Aftershock United, being formed. We're forming clans on both NA and EU. We have over 500-600 members so far in the Discord. Everybody is sharing their knowledge. We have players from all sorts of backgrounds, and of course players who are dedicated on day one to spend a lot of time playing the game, but also players who are more laid back, who also have a place for them in different clans, and we will all be coordinating together, talking together. We're doing fun events such as poker nights now, preparing until the actual day comes where Diablo Immortal is out. So definitely check it out. I'll have links on that in the description and comments of this video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.